You don't have to be smart to be a billionaire, but it helps. A massive IQ plus a good business brain equals a lot of money. It's no surprise that some of the richest people in the world, as well as possessing a lot of wealth, also possess a very high IQ. But what is IQ? It stands for Intelligence Quotient, and it's a total score from a set of standardized tests or subtests designed to assess human intelligence. The average IQ is about 100. To put this in perspective, Stephen Hawking had an IQ of a huge 160, putting him in the very top group of the world's population. So, what is the IQ of the world's most wealthy people, and is there a link between a high IQ and a high bank balance? That's what we're going to look at in this video. Do smart people equal rich people? Start with an obviously smart billionaire, Bill Gates. For a long time, Bill Gates was the richest man on earth. From a period between the late 90s through the early 2000s, his position wasn't even threatened. He's worth around $120 billion today and has been a billionaire for as long as most people using his technology can remember. Known for being one of the co-founders of the tech giant Microsoft, Gates now has taken a back seat to concentrate on initiatives such as the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Everyone knows Bill Gates is smart. He's been writing his own software since he was 13 and attended Lakeside School at Harvard before dropping out to pursue his tech ventures. But just how smart is he? It's thought that his IQ is 160, rivaling that of aforementioned Stephen Hawking. And this isn't all that surprising considering Gates is known for his reading through books in record time. Next, let's look at Bill Gates' recent rival on the rich list, Jeff Bezos. Bezos has been the richest person in the world for a few years after surpassing Gates, and he holds the title of the first $100 billion man. The head of Amazon has an education from Princeton and graduated with a 4.2 grade point average. Employers were queuing up to get him on board straight out of college, but it was a telecommunications startup he chose to work for before moving on to Wall Street and then setting up a little online bookstore from his garage that now sells pretty much anything you can name. Bezos is worth over $200 billion today through a combination of his Amazon earnings as well as some wise investments over the years. His IQ is probably over a score of 150, but Jeff Bezos' IQ has never been confirmed publicly. Bezos has a high IQ. Gifted program. Add those credentials to his Princeton graduation, and it'd be hard to imagine he has a score any less than 150. After these two iconic billionaires, it's time to discuss the third that make up arguably the most recognizable businessmen on earth, Elon Musk. Musk has been described as a real-life Iron Man, as his wealth and passion for engineering have led him to help design cars, rockets, and even a flamethrower. His wealth might not be quite at the level of our other billionaires so far as he sits on a net worth of around $100 billion. I know, pretty pathetic, right? But his education speaks for itself. After gaining his bachelor's degree from the University of Pennsylvania, Musk was accepted into a PhD program on energy physics materials science at Stanford University in California. Like Gates, he dropped out to pursue his career in technology as the internet boom of the 90s was in full swing, and Musk hoped to capitalize with his first company, Zip2. Since then, Musk has shown himself to be nothing short of a genius with his bold moves in the world of engineering. Elon Musk's IQ is estimated as 155 IQ, based on his earlier aptitude tests, his ability to read and apply technical information, and his ability to use numbers to make process changes unique in the history of a complicated industry. We're just over halfway through our look at the IQs of billionaires, with more wealthy businessmen to study. Billionaire is Warren Buffett. At 90 years old, this investment tycoon has decades of experience and it's paid off. He's worth around $80 billion. Buffett has always been interested in business and finance, and his background shows this. By age 11, he was investing in stocks. He ended up making more than $2,000 delivering newspapers and magazine subscriptions. Buffett invested $1,200 of his earnings into land, where he established a profit-sharing deal with a local farm. In high school, Buffett began buying pinball machines and making money by placing the machines in popular shops for customers to play. However, his father urged him to attend the University of Pennsylvania for business. He eventually graduated from Columbia Business School, where he molded his investment philosophy around the concept of value investing pioneered by Benjamin Graham. Since then, his investment portfolio has gone from strength to strength while maintaining a strong moral ethos. Buffett has pledged to give 99% of his wealth away to good causes and has also worked with Bill Gates to encourage other billionaires to donate at least half of their fortunes. He's known for being business smart rather than book smart, so that's probably why he's quoted as saying, "Investing is not a game where the guy with the 160 IQ beats the guy with the 130 IQ. Rationality is essential." So it's no surprise that he's not taken a test. That being said, it's widely thought that his IQ is at least 140, surpassing genius level. And finally, one of the most innovative and intelligent billionaires the world has ever seen, Steve Jobs. Jobs had a net worth of around $10 billion at the time of his death. This was built upon an Apple empire that's still the biggest company in the world to this day. With technology like the phone, iPad, and MacBooks, the tech giant represented a clear shift from office PCs that ran on Windows to sleek design, high performance that Jobs was known for. Jobs famously dropped out of university after just one semester because he couldn't justify spending his parents' money on an education that he couldn't justify. Jobs revealed in an address to Stanford University in 2005 that he did take value in the calligraphy classes he took and claimed that the Mac would never have had the typeface it did without those classes. But Jobs wasn't your typical college dropout. He moved back to LA searching for work and found a job with Atari, even if it was piggybacking off a design for Pong that Steve Wozniak had built. Despite this, Atari's co-founder Nolan Bushnell later said that he was very often the smartest guy in the room, and he would let people know that. But just how smart was he? Jonathan Way is an assistant professor of education, policy, and psychology at the University of Arkansas who specializes in speculating the IQs of deceased minds. He estimated that Einstein's mind was likely to have had an IQ of around 160 due to his physics PhD. He has also compared Einstein with Jobs, and Way has estimated that Jobs had an IQ of 160, based upon Jobs having once said that as a fourth grader he tested at an equivalent level to a high school sophomore. Considering the achievements in Steve Jobs' life, who is going to doubt Way in making this estimation?